Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko Tarot. And in this whole video, we're going to look into Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and also Cancer Rising weekly general tarot reading November 15th up until November 21st, 2021. And should you be interested, guys, in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, checking out the description down below is going to give you a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. And as well, if you do enjoy the content here on the channel and you do wish to support us, just leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of our weekly uploads. So, going for the reading here of Cancer, the first card that you do, Cancer, have, that is going to be the Five of Swords, followed by the second card here, which is the Eight of Pentacles. Moving on next, that is going to be the Ten of Cups, followed by the fourth card of your spread, that happens to be the Ace of Swords. And the last one, that will be the Seven of Pentacles. So those five cards for you, Cancer. And the classification, or the, how can I say, if I have to make that reading in one sentence here, it's that within this week, your moment had came to do, you know, the triumphing move, so to speak. And that sense of emergency is going to hit you right at the start of the week here with the Five of Swords, okay? With the Five of Swords, because the Five of Swords does refer to the to a triumphing move and to winning to winning manifestation of thine self into their into thy situation. And with the Five of Swords, it's very important how you manifest yourself into your love life or into your career as well. Of course, if we read the books about tarot, we are going to see the Five of Swords being presented as quite of a negative card, okay, where you will have to suffer, and where you are going to have a bitter victory, but that necessarily has to be the case. The Five of Swords, it is the card where, yeah, you will gonna have your victory one way or another over the situation that you are waiting your moment for, okay, or over the situation that you are pressing upon on top on. But the bitter victory takes place only if you are unaware of your resources, and only if you are ignorant to the consequences that your actions are going to bring. And therefore, if you take a moment to think about the consequences of your actions, and you are aware of how far your limits are stretching, and how to lay off the strategy based on those limits, then the victory doesn't have to be a bitter one. Okay, it doesn't have to be a defeating victory, so to speak, into your love life or into your career. Now, the Five of Swords also kind of warns you, okay, that you should be a little bit more skeptical to things or to statements which are unproven by facts, because the card itself may refer to that you may be placing your trust into the wrong thing or into the wrong person, and what that may lead you to is a humiliation. So you do want to avoid that by double checking the facts. You do want to avoid that by, for example, consulting yourself with more experienced people in regards to the approach you want to take. And the other thing is that this is, like I said, the moment. You are going to feel at the start of the week a surge of, for the lack of a better word, I would say power and influence as well. So it's very important also that you do not abuse that power and that influence as well over the people that are subordinate to you, should there be such, or over the people that are depending on you, should there be such. And once that sense of emergency is taken off and you have your determination to make your move, the Eight of Pentacles kicks in. And here I would like to ask you and as well give the answer straight away, because of course that's a video, you cannot answer me. But what is the guy doing in the cards? Okay, the guy is doing, or it's making pentacles. Now, in some books you're gonna see it like the guy is making money. While that could be the case, pentacle, it's a symbol of stability, structure, okay, material things. So the guy is making stability, and that is based on your determination here and sense of emergency. It is exactly what you are going to start making. But with the Eight of Pentacles, you are going to address those aspects which are going to bring stability in your love life, into your career life as well. You are to address them with a huge portion of conscientiousness, having an eye for the detail, really, and making what you want to make the way you want to make it. And what this is going to allow you to do is to start developing, initiating, or putting into motion a plan or an anticipation that took a long time to be figured out, to be developed, okay, or to be systemized. On a more practical levels, the Eight of Pentacles does speak that based on your actions here from the Five of Swords, your purchase orders are about to increase, okay? Your importance into your career is about to increase. As well, your affinity to interact with people is going to increase, and that's on its own accord is going to attract more business, is going to attract more attention, and so on and so forth. And all of them are going to be in a positive way. And right after that, the Ten of Cups, it's manifesting into your environment. And needless to say, that card says only one thing, that you are going to be quite pleasantly surprised or quite pleased with the results that are going to accompany your efforts here from the Eight of Pentacles. And while being pleased with the results, you are it's like a checkpoint. I don't know how to really describe it. It's not like you're gonna stop there, okay? You are going to keep up growing, but the thing is that even at that stage, you are going to be happy how you stand into your environment, and therefore the pressing issue is not going to be pressing anymore. It's like if your standpoint at that point is going to be, okay, I'm going to go for that thing, and I'm going to try to do it. If it happens, great. But if it doesn't happen, it's not something that is going to put strain on my life. That is how you're going to start seeing things around, and that is going to make you very happy at the working site you are, okay? Or is going to make you as well very happy and pleased with your love life, regardless of how your love life is finding itself at that stage. It's going to make you quite pleased with the person that you are interacting with, your friendships as well, family environment. And so you genuinely are going to find yourself at the middle of the week quite happy. And right after that, the Ace of Swords, it's taking place, and that is where the story kind of changes. It takes on a new story. You are happy with your results, you know, and now you are ready to move to the next thing. Now, the next thing, it is whatever you choose to be. It's going to be different for each one of you. And here with the Ace of Swords, that next thing, it's in a stage of, how can I say, identifying what the surrounding is. Therefore, with the Ace of Swords towards the end of the week, on that next thing, you are going to try to put a accurate diagnosis, an accurate understanding what you are throwing yourself into, okay, what you are involving yourself into, and what kind of an environment that new thing, that new goal, that new perspective is at this particular moment, and what you have to do to proceed forward with it, to be successful in it, okay, and to be happy with it as well. So usually that takes a form of a conversations, like negotiating a contract, like negotiating as well a stage of a relationship, you know, leading up as well these conversations with a person of interest about seeing how that person sees you, how responsive they are to you, and so on and so forth. And the unintended effect of the Ace of Swords, it is that it builds up your spiritual strength, in a sense of that you are not gonna give up on it so easily on that such an early stage of the perspective. And the final card for you, this is how the week ends with the Seven of Pentacles. It is that based on the information that you are to gather here from the Ace of Swords, understanding the true diagnosis, like I said, over that new perspective of your life, you're going to start planning up your next move here with the Seven of Pentacles, identifying what actions of your behalf are worth considering, what actions are not worth considering, okay? How long is gonna take, how much resources you are to pour in. And when I say resources, that I don't mean just only money, but it depends on what that new perspective of your life is. If it is about relationship, how much time, attitude, and attention to throw into it at that given stage, because these things are variable, or are variables, all right? With time, they are going to change, hopefully to more and more, so you can gain more and more. But the sole purpose of the Seven of Pentacles, Cancer, is so you identify the approach to the situation in such a way that you don't feel deprived, okay? You don't feel, I think a better word is bereft, probably, okay, where you have a feeling that you give everything and you get nothing from it. So you are going to pretty much ensure yourself through your actions that that is not going to happen, not this time around. And thus I think that you are going to develop quite of a good approach to, or quite of an effective and efficient approach toward this new perspective of your life. And at least based on these two cards, it's way too early to be said yet, okay, because that is a very early stages of development. But I do think that at least at the start you're going to do very, very good job to be in a somewhat of a quite sweet spot of the situation itself, and make a progress in the future. And so with that being said, Cancer, that was your a weekly general tarot reading, guys. Hopefully you do enjoyed it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.